Hi there, I'm Trucker Ray, and before we get to our presentation, I wanted to share with you a new way to contact me. That's right, I finally got a post office box. A lot of you have been sending emails and leaving comments on my YouTube channel, and that is awesome, but I know some of you still like snail mail. So, if you have something you'd like to send, whether it's a card, or you want to buy me a cup of coffee, or whatever it might be, this is where you send it. P.O. Box 12306, Langley, RPO, which stands for Royal Post Office, Logan Creek, British Columbia, Canada, V2Y0Y7. That's P.O. Box 12306, Langley, RPO, Logan Creek, BC, Canada, V2Y0Y7. Now, if you're ready, let's get to our presentation. Welcome to the reality of trucking. Yeah, this is my life where I share my journeys on the highways with my Lord at my side. This is Life on the Road with Yeshua. Hey there, how are ya? My name is Trucker Ray, and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're viewing for the very first time, I share my experiences driving the highways of USA, Canada, and some of Mexico, and I love to share the gospel of Yeshua. Hence the name of the title of the series, the video, the channel, Life on the Road with Yeshua, where I share my experiences as a Christian truck driver, not ashamed of the gospel, not afraid to share it, no matter who leaves or who unsubscribes as soon as I mention God. Doesn't matter to me. What matters is that I share how amazing God is, what He's been doing in my life, how He's been a testimony to me, how He's been a strength to me, all of the above. And I'd like to share the reality of truck driving. I don't candy coat it. This is what it's like out here, and I'm not afraid to share that without all the profanities and all the distasteful comments and everything. I just don't do that. It's a family-friendly channel, as you've seen at the beginning. And if you have little ones that enjoy the videos like this, or they fascinated with truck driving, feel free to have them join you on the couch or wherever you might be. It's completely 100% family friendly, I guarantee it. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Wonderful to have you here. Received a lot of good comments from the last video I put out on my last video, which would have the nursery run that went through Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado. Well, guess what? I got another one, but these are all different drops though. Yeah, don't worry, it's not going to be a carbon copy of the other one. I always try to change things up a little bit. But yeah, I'm going back to Grand Forks. I'm so excited about this because I just can't get enough of that ride. You know, along the 3 and then the 95 and the 90 and just being able to do something different than what I'm used to doing all the time. So I'm really feeling blessed by this. So I'm picking up in Grand Forks tomorrow morning, same routine as I did last time. Drop the trailer, go park in town, and then come back and pick up my loaded trailer. But this time I've got 5 drops. Yeah, I do believe it's 3 in Montana and 1 in Casper and 1 in Cheyenne. I might be wrong on the last one, but these are all different drops. I haven't done these ones before, so these will be all new adventures. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are too. I know a lot of you enjoy those. Received some really good response from the little bit of narration I did in that video, and I thought, you know what, I think I'm going to do that from now on. It does take a little bit more time, but it really does add the icing on the cake. And I was listening to it and I'm like, I'm not one to boast on stuff that I do, but I was listening to that and I'm like, you know what, if I was a viewer, I would absolutely love that. That would be nice. It just gives you a little bit more insight of what I'm thinking, what was going on at the time. You're not guessing. So I hope you enjoy that, because that's the way I plan to do things until further notice anyway, unless something breaks down and I'm not able to do that. But that's what I plan to do. So I thank you for your feedback. I hope you do subscribe to the channel, and please do like the video too. Got a lot of fair amount of hits, but nowhere near the amount of likes to the actual video hits themselves. And if you did enjoy the video, please put a like on there. It does help the algorithm, which means YouTube will send it to more feeds. And if it sends it to more feeds, then it's just going to share what I do and what the Lord is sharing in my life to others. So you're kind of sharing the gospel just by sharing it and liking the video, believe it or not. How do you like that? Look at this day here today. Currently, obviously, in Langley, making my way on to Highway 1. And it is, well, considered Easter Sunday today. I don't observe that because I believe that he has risen, but he did it last week during Passover. So, but a lot of regular people celebrated today. That's what's going on today. So the traffic should be somewhat, well, I don't know, it might be a little busy today because everybody's going to be heading to people's houses for dinner and whatnot, and making a turkey, and that's probably what we're going to be running into. Hopefully all the traffic is coming into Vancouver, and it'll give me some nice free flowing all the way up to the Highway 3. So while we are yakking away, why don't we open up with a prayer and we'll start our journey. Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, I want to thank you, Lord, for everyone that's viewing this video right now. Thank you for the opportunity to do this video. Those that are thinking about leaving right now because I'm praying, Lord, please put it in their hearts. Just hold on. It's not going to be a Bible fest. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me sharing my faith, but I also want to pray for you that are viewing. Whether you are a believer or not, I pray that the Lord will bless you. And if you're not a believer, that he will bring you to Jesus, to Yeshua, where you'll receive salvation and just an amazing life compared to my life the way it was before I knew Yeshua. It was just a nightmare. It really was. It was chaos. And Lord, I just thank you for getting me out of that and showing me the light. And I pray that you'll lift the scales off of those that are watching too, that want nothing to do with you. I pray that you would allow them to see you for who you are, which is an amazing, loving God who loves all your children. Dear Lord, again, please bless everyone watching this video today. Keep them safe today. Those that are spending time with their family, and those that are on the road. I pray in Yeshua's name, amen. fresh morning it is out here. The air smells so nice. Well, good morning, everybody. As you can tell, probably figured out already, I did drop my trailer last night, and I got up not long ago, and man, I must have been tired, man. I slept a lot longer than I wanted to. I was supposed to be over here by 6:30, but it's okay. They're probably still loading my trailer anyway. But I got to make sure they're going to load it right. My manager noticed on my itinerary that they had one of my deliveries in the nose. The one in the nose is further away, or should I say, there's 2 deliveries in Wyoming, one in Casper, one in Cheyenne. Now, if you know that area, you'll know that Casper, when you're heading east, is first, and then Cheyenne is last. Well, they've got those 2 reversed as the order they're going to load in the trailer. So the one in the nose should be Cheyenne, and apparently they're scheduled to load the Casper in the nose. And if they do that, I'm going to have to backtrack. So I need to make sure that they're doing it right. I don't see a lot of activity going on here. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. I'm not going to hook up to this thing quite yet because I don't want to. If there's a bunch of guys back there, I don't want to knock them all on their behind when I try to hook up to this trailer. So let's go find out what's going on. Ah, they're only halfway. Only halfway. This is going to be a little longer. Buenos dias. All right, well, while they're doing that, I'm going to take a little walk around and just stretch my legs, get some air. Very busy place today. Morning. All right, let's see where these guys are at here. Should be done by now. Oh yeah, they got it there. Perfect. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, I think make it harder to move. Sure.
Then you can be on your way.
I can be on my way.
Pay for it. And
yep. You guys are very organized. I like it how you name them 1 of 2, 2 of 2. It just makes it so much easier.
Yeah. Yeah, and we do the numbering this way.
Yeah.
Because later on there can be add-ons and stuff, and different orders. So
yeah.
They're counting down to 1. And
Yeah.
like you saw the other, that rack there. It
Yeah.
has that green paper that continues. So.
Okay, so they're done with me. The big question will be, how much does it weigh? But I won't be able to find out until I get to Creston, because that's the only scale. There's nothing else around here. But I should be able to make it to my very first location to deliver for the morning. Caspatel or something. I'm not sure. Ooh. I hooked up to it, so I'm just making sure my jaws are locked in. My eyes have to focus out of the... Yeah, they're good. And everything else looks good here. Okay. All finished here. Ready to get on our way, begin our journey. So 5 drops, 3 in Montana, 2 in Wyoming. And while I was waiting, while they were loading me, just a minute here, I took the time to enter in all my locations where I'm delivering on my GPS. Plus I went on Google Earth and looked at all of them. Got a good idea. All of them should be pretty simple except the first one. The first one is an Ace Hardware, and I guess if I get there early enough, there's no loading docks or nothing like that. You're literally driving, I wonder if I can go straight. You know what, it's probably easier to go this way. Yeah, so the Ace Hardware looks like I have to drive into their lot and back up and in and out and in and out. If I get there early enough where there won't be any traffic, but they don't have a loading area or nothing. The other places I'm going to seem to have a lot more options for, they're bigger lots, driving in, driving out. That's what it looked like on the last nursery run I did, and I literally had to dodge boulders to get into the place. So it can be very deceiving on the maps too. So that's why the actual Google Earth application that you can get for your laptop really helps, because you can literally do a street view like you're walking, and you can look at it like, okay, there's that, this, that. So, but anyway, I think we'll be fine. I think you guys know well enough that I love the challenge. This trailer does not seem very heavy. This one doesn't seem heavy at all. Not as heavy as the other one. I'm noticing that the trailer tires aren't really bulging much, and my PSI gauge is low. So yeah, I think this is a light load. Maybe smaller trees. Well, we'll see what happens. But as you can see, it's the weather's relatively nice. Sunshine out a little bit here and there, and look at that beautiful river. Oh man, that's gorgeous. So I should be able to get to my location tonight. Now I'm going to be going a different route that I normally go, because this place I'm delivering first, Caspitelli or something, or I'm probably saying that wrong, but once I get up to Bonner's Ferry on the 95, as I make my way obviously across the border and then down the 95, once I get to Bonner's Ferry, I'll be taking Highway 2, not going straight down to the 90. And I was hoping to do that because I wanted to stop and visit Wallace, but of course I'm not going to be able to do that, because the place I'm delivering at, it's quicker to go the 2 to get to that, and you don't want to backtrack. But I've never been on that 2 out of Bonner's Ferry, so that's going to be some new scenery that I get to see and share, so I'm looking forward to that. So there you have it. Well friends, yeah, we have 5 drops ahead of us. And shall we open up the prayer? Dear Lord, thank you for this morning, and thank you for another beautiful run and through this incredible countryside. Pray, Lord, that everything goes well. Please keep me safe on the road during this entire trip, and everybody else around me. In Yeshua's name I pray, amen. Amen. All right. Forward march. made it to Bonner's Ferry out here in Idaho. And the scale was closed, so that's kind of nice. Kind of a pain in the butt going to that scale. You gotta go around and yeah, it's a pain. But for some reason they're not open today. And this route that I'm taking right now is a little bit different than what I'm used to taking, because this is going to take me to my first delivery, which is kind of cool. I've never been this way before. I have no idea what's in front of me. I have no idea what I'm in store for. But as you can see, it's a really lovely day out here. It's kind of funny, since I've left Grand Forks, I've been through rain, I've been through snow, I've been through wind, I've been through sunshine, all 4 seasons in one day. It's pretty amazing. So hopefully it's just like winter does not want to let go, and it's wanting to be beautiful for spring, but it's just not behaving itself. It's not cooperating. So it don't matter. I don't think we're gonna see, oh, there is somebody over there at the scale, but they weren't open. That's kind of strange. Oh well. See ya. But anyway, yeah, this is a route here that I've never taken before, the US 2, from the 95, which will also get me down towards Missoula. So this is kind of, yeah, so Kalispell is where I'm going. Kalispell. Did I say that right? Or is it Kalispell? Kalispell. That's the place where I'm heading. I'll be parking there for the night. And this route is going to get me down there. So this is kind of a nice change, because normally I'm used to taking the 95 through Sandpoint, and as beautiful as it is going through there, you like a change of scenery once in a while. So I'm kind of happy with this. So yeah, hope you enjoy the scenery. Like I said, I have no idea what we're in for here, but hopefully it's something nice to really nice to look at. Okay, friends, just making our way into Kalispell. And, boy, got dumped on with some pretty good hail there a minute ago. As you guys know, seen that. Huh, only in Montana do you see that. You think you're in springtime? Nope. As long as you're coming to Montana, you better expect a whole bunch of crazy weather. Oh man, it's so funny. And it's still pretty dark over there. We might get a little bit more. But this is some nice scenery out here. Look at the mountains in the background and everything. It's kind of a nice little town. And we're just coming up to where I'm going to be parking. I'm going to be looking for a big empty lot. It should be right up here on the corner on my next right. And it looks like there's amenities everywhere here. There's an Arby's there. Exxon. McDonald's is right there. Where is this big empty lot he was telling me about? Oh, there it is. Tell me I can park there. I see a fence there. Can I get in there? Oh my goodness, look at that. I guess I can get in there. Look at that. Okay, so the place I'm going to is right there. Ace. Perfect. And there's an Albertsons right there too. Oh, I really wish I wouldn't have seen that. Why, Ray? Because now I have an ice cream craving. But I'm trying to stay away from the ice cream because there's a ton of sugar in that. And I'm trying to drop weight. And I notice that I have been. I have been dropping the weight. I've been doing well with it. Just gotta stick with it. That doesn't help having that over there. But you know what? I might go over to Albertsons because they are somewhat affiliated with Safeway, and I may be able to find myself. I know in Canada, sometimes some of the Safeways have. It's called a tuna salad. It's like a tuna fish salad with onions and everything. It's supposed to be really, really good. There's McDonald's right there. Yeah, I'll go and park on that side over there. But they do sell them in the U.S. here, so I might go over to Albertsons and see if I can find it. I've been craving tuna fish for so long. Maybe I'll go over there and see if they sell it over there. But look at this nice, perfectly convenient lot right here. Isn't this nice? And then, like I said, there's an Exxon right there. So this is perfect. Couldn't ask for anything better than this. Wow. You could put a nice truck stop in this little location right here. But I'm happy with this. And I can get a coffee in the morning over at McDonald's, so that's kind of cool. I told them that I'd be over there at 7 a.m., so they're expecting me for that. And, yeah, this works out really, really well. Can't complain with this. Yeah, looks like they're going to have... The bad weather looks like it might be continuing here. Let's take a little look here. Let's take a looky-loo. Do-do-do-do. They got rain until 8 o'clock, another hour. Yeah. Those clouds are probably gonna make their way past, and then it'll probably be nice weather after that. So I'm just going to kind of park it like this, and then again, Ace is right there. So it's kind of nice to have parking right here. The guy actually told me when I called them, when I told them I was coming, you get a big lot right next to us you can park at. I'm like, oh, excellent. All right. Well, what did you guys think of that drive? I know it wasn't spectacular, but it was different. and it was still nice to see it. And in the different weather I've been going through today, it's actually been hilarious. But anyway, I'm gonna do my post trip, and craving for a coffee even though I have it, but I might walk over to the Albertsons and see if I can find what I'm looking for. Good morning. Just getting my bills together and the phytostatutary certificate for the plants, and just about ready to head over there. I think the guy might be there now. And went over to McDonald's and grabbed the coffee. I don't know what the deal is with McDonald's in the US. For some reason I have so many issues with them. I go in there last night to get a coffee. I said, can I get 2 sugars and 2 cream? Literally there's barely any cream in the cup. I had to ask for more cream, and then literally there's no sugar in it. And I'm like, can I get some sugar? So I grabbed 2 more sugars and put them in there. That was fine. So they didn't put any sugar in, unless their little sugar dispenser gives it to you like fairy dust. So this morning I even felt weird asking for this. I said, can I get 2 cream and 4 sugar? They're like, okay. So they bring it back. Again, I had to add more cream to it, and I tasted it, no sugar. And I just said, forget it. It's okay. I got sugar in my truck. 2 teaspoons of sugar here in my truck, fine. I don't get it. Why do all these McDonald's that you go to in the US do the same thing? Every time I run into one, it's the same problem. There's never enough cream and never enough sugar in your coffee. I don't have that problem in Canada. It just seems to be out here. It's just kind of weird. I mean, I don't want my coffee so sweet that I can't handle it. I don't want it bitter. I bet you this is the guy right here. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Where are you at today? I'm good.
Where am I at today? I'm in Caspital right now.
You're in Kalispell?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I'm right now. I'm just about ready to unload. Whereabouts are you again?
I'm south of Missoula.
Oh, are you in Missoula?
No, I'm 25 miles south of Missoula.
Okay, they got Missoula on here, but I guess is that, or wait a minute, then maybe that's the one after Missoula. Let me see here.
Yes, it's called Cottage Garden Greenhouse. I'm your third
There you
drop.
are. There you are. Cottage Garden Greenhouse. I see you. Stevensville.
Are you going to? Yeah. Are you going to Karis before me? Karis Nursery.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
It's only 2 hours from here to Missoula, so I'm pretty sure it'll be hopefully around noon or 1 o'clock.
I'll shoot for 2 or 3.
Okay.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I'll get there as soon as I can. When I'm done with, you want me to give you a call when the Karis is done so you can get ready?
Yes.
Okay, you can text me the number, sure.
Okay, I'll do that, Ray.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good safe flight or drive.
I'm going to try to go as fast as I can. It might be a flight.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
All right, bye.
Bye.
That's bizarre, you know. That's the second customer on this trip that has phoned me. Last trip, nobody phoned me. Nobody cared. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. Now they're calling me. Woohoo! All right, let's go. All right, well, I checked in, and the guy that's supposed to unload me is not even here yet. He told me he'd be here by 7. Yeah, it's past 7 now. It's like 15 minutes after 7. I don't know about you, but if I had an employee that didn't show up on time, yeah. I'd have to tell him he needs to be concerned about his job. I got 2 other people to deliver to today. I hope this guy doesn't take forever. But because the border put on a big, or should I say a really strong cord seal on there, I can't get it with my little cutters. And my big bolt cutters are just too big for it. So I asked this guy if he could grab me a smaller set. I think they got some. This is a hardware store. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't have any here. But we're just kind of waiting. Unless the guy just decided to walk away and let the other guy deal with it. Oh well, see how this goes today. Finished here at our first delivery, and took a little longer than it should have. I guess the guy said to me, I don't mind it. I mean, it's kind of a joke. It's funny. What I mean is, he's like, I totally forgot I had a delivery today. Or he says, I totally forgot you were coming today. He says, I had an appointment this morning and I totally forgot. And I'm like, oh, it's all right. It is what it is. We are officially human beings. We do make mistakes. So it's not a big deal. And besides, my next stop, which is Missoula, is, I do believe it's Missoula. Let's double check that while we're sitting here. I believe it is. Yeah, it's very, very small amount of stuff. There's only like some potted plants, so it's not like anything major. So it'll probably take them 10 minutes to unload me. Not even, they won't even need to use any hand. Well, I could probably easily help with that unloading because. Yeah, it's just about maybe about 2 dozen potted plants and that's it. So that'll work out fine. Chilly this morning out here. It's so typical Montana weather. Just get up in the morning like. I mean, it was cold this morning. It was like -2 degrees Celsius. Okay, I thought we were in springtime, but I was wrong. Anyway, it's a nice old Ford pickup. Yeah, but anyway, I'll just give the customer a call and let them know my ETA, which will be a couple hours from now. Again, I get to travel along some route that I've never been on before, so that's one of the reasons why I like doing these routes. You just don't know where you're gonna go and what road you're gonna end up on, and yeah, it's just kind of nice. I enjoy it very much. Oh, I just made the yellow. Onward we go onto the 93 alternate route here, and then we'll jump on the 93 and make our way towards Missoula. Hi, everybody. I am Ray Gaucher, and welcome to this edition of Bible Break. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. Instead of reading directly out of the Bible, I'm going to be reading from a book that some precious person, who I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, sent me this book, 52 Hebrew Words Every Christian Should Know. And I was reading through this today, and I'm like, you know what? I really would like to share this because this is so important. We want to touch on the word Talmid, which means disciple. And what does it really mean? We do hear about it in the Bible. We do hear that it would say Yeshua's Talmid, which means his disciples would follow him, which do whatever. We hear the word Talmid a lot, and maybe some of you don't really truly know the meaning of it. Yes, it does mean disciple, but so much more. So if you're ready, why don't we begin? And I'm reading directly out of the book. When I first became a follower of Yeshua, someone told me that I had become a disciple. I understood that being a disciple was like being a student. I needed to study the life of Yeshua and learn as much about him as possible. So I did. I read books, I listened to messages, even attended 6 weeks discipleship classes. Years later, I learned that in Yeshua's time, a disciple was called a Talmid, which can refer to a student, but more accurately refers to an apprentice. You see, while a student learns head knowledge in order to know what a teacher knows, an apprentice works for the teacher to learn what the teacher does so he or she can imitate what that teacher does. A Talmidim, plural for Talmid, didn't just attend a class or read a book. They left their jobs and families and communities to follow their rabbi and watched how they lived. They wanted to be just like their rabbi, to do what their rabbi did. The question for you today is this: are you a disciple or a student of Yeshua? Are you doing what he did? Or do you know a lot about Yeshua? Do you love your neighbor as your enemies? Do you forgive those who hurt you? Do you pray for people who have wronged you? Or are you still doing wrong by you? Do you welcome those people who the world rejects and condemns? Do you have what it takes to be a Talmid today? Will you be another student who knows about Yeshua, or a disciple who lives as Yeshua lived? This really, I wouldn't say bothered me, but it really convicted me when I read this, because it's so true. We want to be a follower of Christ. We want to be a follower of Yeshua. We want to basically do everything that he did. But if we really wanted to be like him, we would become an apprentice. It's more than it's not just learning about him and maybe doing some things that he did, but apprentice literally does exactly what his rabbi does. For example, if you want to be an electrician and you work with certified electricians, you become an apprentice. You're learning everything they know. You're not just learning a few things. Oh, you know how to wire this. That's nice. Oh, you know how to put electricity into that box. You're learning how to put that electricity into that box. You are specifically learning everything that electrician knows. That is an apprentice. When you're learning side by side on what he knows. Same thing when it comes to our Lord and Savior. Again, are you a follower or are you an apprentice? This convicted me, and I think I'm going to do a little bit better being an apprentice. What about you? Well, friends, this was a brief one, but I hope you enjoyed this edition of Bible Break. We'll see you next time. Bye for now. just about at our second delivery. And I kind of know what I'm looking for. Again, as you guys know, I always look on my Google Maps to see what I'm looking at, what to be looking for rather. And I got a feeling that's gonna be, I wonder if I can take that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if I see 2 lanes there. No, there is only one. Perfect. Oh, good. I got lots of room here. Yeah, so I know what I'm looking for basically when I see the place. Come on, truck, move. Foot to the floor, foot to the floor. Good grief. Oh, what I would do for a little bit of power, a little bit of torque. Sure is frustrating, I'll tell you. Okay, so gonna keep my eye peeled here. My eye? How about both of them, Ray? Let's try keeping both of our eyes peeled here. And the place I'm looking for, I think it's called Cora's. There it is right there. So it's not the first entrance. It is the second entrance. And they look busy in here. It's definitely not that one. It is this one. Right next to the blue building. I remember seeing that. And there's plenty of room to get in with a truck. This I like very much. Put on the old 4-ways. See if I can flag somebody down here. There's the girl I want to talk to. Hello, hello.
Hi, where are you coming from?
BC.
BC, who have you got on there?
Braun and Sons.
Okay.
So
well,
I don't know if there's a lot, but there's potted plants in
well,
there.
we're happy to see you. Thanks for coming down here.
Yeah, you bet. So where do you want me?
We're gonna have you, it's your first time here?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you see that red car down there on the left?
Yes.
You're actually gonna turn at the back of that greenhouse. You're gonna make a left.
Okay.
And you're just gonna follow straight. You'll see the earthen loading dock.
Okay.
There's an earthen loading dock out there. You're just gonna pull up to that.
Is there a loading dock to pull up to?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's earthen.
Well, I never see too much of them anyway.
Yeah, so we've got a loading dock, and so you're gonna drive past it and then back up to it, and
Okay.
I'll let them know you're here.
Thank you. This is why I like interacting with customers and not just going to boring fruit houses and loading up and delivering and loading up and delivering. I really enjoy interacting with people because it's just so much more polite. She wants me to make this corner here, huh? I don't know how well that's gonna go over. Well, let's see. Oh, there it is. Well, let's see how this works out. We got room. So we're gonna back right up to that little loading area right there. Works for me. At least they have a place you can get up, go up and come down. I like that. Very much so. Most places don't even have a loading dock. I mean, how hard is it for them to put that together, right? Some places don't have any at all. Man, my nose is itchy again. This filter in my truck, I won't be able to do it here probably because I won't be here long enough. But I gotta check the cabin filter in my truck that's going to my truck there. It is just insane, man. I can't breathe half the time. right, we're all finished here at our second delivery in Missoula. It's kind of funny, you know, while we're sitting there unloading, here's all these deer that just start running all through the parking lot and everything. And of course, I didn't have a camera on to catch that, but they're all over there. I don't know if you guys can see for a minute there. They're over there. They come running through the parking lot, dancing and bouncing in the air, it's like they were having fun. It was like, remember back in the day when we used to play Nicky Nicky Nine Doors? You go knock on someone's door and you run and hide. That's what they looked like they were doing. Let's see if we can run to the parking lot and get away with it. Beautiful deer, beautiful animals. It's really cute. They ran all through here. And I think there's still some more over there. But I've had to drive a little extra slower than usual through some of the back roads just because of so many deer right now that are out. So I like to be on the cautious side. I don't want to risk it ever hitting one of those little guys. Well, they're not little, but you know what I mean. There's another one right over there. He's not quite, he didn't go over the fence. He's hanging out by himself over there. I guess he didn't run with his buddies there. All right, so far the first two deliveries have been good. I know there's going to be one that's going to be a pain. I have yet to find it yet. So far so good. Get all three of these Montana loads delivered today would be, that's gonna happen for sure, but it's nice to get that done. All right. Oh, let's hope I can get out of here. What a nice little area this is. Must be kind of neat living in a place where you have the deer running around like that. All right. That was a quick in and out. Thank you very much. Okay, so the next place we're going to is Stevensville, I think, which is about 25 miles from here. So not far away. I should be there by hopefully 12:30. And the lady's like, oh, if you could get here before 2, I'd be so happy. Well, we're gonna beat that by easily, almost. Oh, we're gonna beat that by an hour and a half for sure. So that should make her really happy. And then from there, we make our way down the 90, and our next stop is in Casper, Wyoming. Alright, so we're almost at this place. Just keeping my eyes peeled. She said I gotta take a wide turn to get into the place, which is good. It's on the left-hand side, so that helps being on the right-hand lane. Shouldn't be too difficult. I think the last deliveries I did when I went into where was that? Denver area. That one was pretty tight. I got in through there, so I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. Well, we'll see. It could be the very similar thing. We're only about 0.8 of a mile away here. I'm gonna keep an eye out for this place, and just hope the GPS hasn't messed up. When you get down little roads like this, you really hope that, oh boy, I hope it isn't the wrong road. Yeah. Not too many opportunities to turn around. But she told me as soon as I get into the place, there should be lots of opportunity. There's plenty of opportunities to maneuver and turn around. So let's see here. We got a sign here. What do we got here? Not seeing anything there. I got a feeling it's just up here. Here we go. That's not it. Cottage garden. That's not it, is it? Is this it right here? Ooh, it is it. Cottage garden greenhouse. Wow, this does not look like this is going to be a lot of fun. Good grief. Oh, let's hope I can get in here. Okay, that's not going to work. I got to back up a little bit here. Let's hope my trailer makes it without going over the edge. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is insanity. Why do people create things like this? I mean, really? Why? Why make it so difficult? That's nerve-wracking when there's a ditch right there. That's so funny. Hi, how are you? I try to be. Hi, Nancy.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Here's your paperwork.
Thank you.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You don't want to take that turn too fast, do you?
No, you gotta come in slow. And then going out,
Yeah.
it's easier to go south, but you can catch Highway 93.
Can you use any of that wood?
We'll dump it here.
Yeah?
Do you use it?
No. No, the easier to get rid of it, better for me. Yeah. I'd help, but I don't know where any of this goes.
System.
Yeah. It's, well, it looks like you got one. Finished here. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. Okay, we're all finished here. What time is it anyway? 1:47. That's a perfect game in a snooker game. Okay. Well, I'm happy today. I got 3 deliveries done today. Got them all done. They weren't far from each other, but sometimes these these can drag on. Especially if this lady here, she had like 6-7 people working here unloading this stuff, which was really good, because if it would have just been her and somebody else, this could have taken a long time. And I did what I could to help out. Looked like they had some kind of a system there. Well, we have absolutely no weight in this trailer now. We just got rid of half of that trailer plus. Now we do a little four-wheeling. I always want to do a lawn burn, but this truck doesn't have enough power to do a lawn burn. I'm gonna get smacked in the face with this thing. There we go. Four-wheeling. Anyway, so I did leave a message with my other customer, the one in Casper, to let her know when I was arriving. I'll try her again in a little bit, but I'm assuming I'll be there about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. I still got 10 hours ahead of me. So I'll get about 7.5 hours in today, and then about 2 hours in tomorrow. That does not look, that ditch is just nasty, isn't it? So they told me the easiest way to get out of here would be to go this way. Come on, gut, let's move. Great, now I gotta wait now. Come on. Let's go, baby, come on. Alrighty, that was a lot easier than going in. Okay, I can relax now. Indeed. You're under a little bit of stress when you want to get to these deliveries on time, and especially when they got a crew together like that, you just don't want to be late. And we'll hold them up, and they were quite happy I got there as soon as I did. So what a nice group of people they were. Like I said, one lady there gave me some apple crisp. That was really sweet. And yeah, overall, couldn't have went better. Look at those mountains, guys. Isn't that spectacular? I tell you, Montana's a beautiful state. It really is. It's a gorgeous state. Can't complain at all with how gorgeous it looks. So maybe I'll try giving that lady a call again, but I did leave her a message, so hopefully she'll get it. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying the video, and if you are here viewing for the first time, is this the road here? Yeah, I guess this is the road. Oh, it's dirt. Oh, that threw me off. That really threw me off. She's like, you can go this way. It's dirt road, but you can go this way. And I'm like, okay, I trust you. So yeah, again, if you're here and you like what you're seeing so far, I encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Get that thing running across the road. I'm guessing that's a pheasant. Hello. Good thing you eat Thanksgiving. Yeah, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Do like the video too if you could, if you did like it. I noticed there's quite a bit of viewers, but not nearly as many likes, and it does help promote the channel to other news feeds, so I appreciate it if you would do that. So thank you very much. Anyway, we'll make our way over this gravel road back down to the 90, and we'll head east. Well, good morning, everybody. I am on my way to Casper to do my 4th delivery. I got to Sheridan here at this Common Sense a little late last night, but that way I was going to be a little bit delayed this morning. Not much though. They open up at 10, so I told them, I messaged them and told them I'd be there at 11:30, so they know at least when I'm going to be there. So everything is good. Another cool morning again. Gee, really looking forward to a nice spring morning one of these days. I don't know when that's ever going to happen again. Sure doesn't feel like it, does it? Winter does not want to let go. But it is what it is. But overall, it's always a pleasure staying at the Common Sense over here. They pretty well got everything in there you can think of. Very, very clean facility. It's always nice to stop there. You never have to worry about a filthy parking lot, filthy bathrooms. The inside of it's very, very clean. Probably some of the... It's too bad they didn't have that chain throughout the U.S. It's nice. I don't know if that's... Is that only in Wyoming? That might only be a Wyoming chain. I don't know. But, yeah. If you never stopped into one of those, I recommend it. It's really nice. All right, so we've basically got 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. We'll make our way to Casper. And, yeah, get rid of... I think they got quite a bit of trees that are coming off of this one, so it'll give me an opportunity to make the coffee. I didn't have time this morning, but we'll make it when we get there. Friends, I made it into Casper. Boy, they're making this difficult to maneuver through here. I just let my, or should I say let the customer know that I'm about 5 minutes away or so. They've got pylons and everything lined up on the road for me because this will be a delivery from the road. Of course, my GPS wanted me to go a totally different... They wanted me to go all the way around and come up the other way. It just will not let me turn right on Ash Street, which is the road I need to turn down, apparently to the customer. So, I'm going to listen to the customer and not the stupid GPS that just always wants to make it difficult. Always wants to make it difficult. So, yeah, and then from here, we have our final drop in Cheyenne. And that will be hopefully a little bit easier than all the other ones. I think that's a big area, but I have to double check and see and what I'm in store for that. One other thing I was going to mention too, yeah, it looks like I'll be doing a reset down in Nogales. Yeah, I just won't have enough hours to get back from Nogales. I wonder if this light's even going to change. I'm going to go anyway, because I don't think this light's going to change because we're not on the pad. We're in the other lane. Hopefully I don't get anybody mad for doing that, but can't hit I'm not on the magnet, so it's not going to change. So, you know, the funny thing is about doing deliveries like this is that you get to go into towns that you normally would just pass through. Normally I just pass through Casper or Cheyenne or any of these other little towns, or Missoula. And when you do these kind of deliveries, you actually have a chance to go into the town, which is kind of cool. So I need to make a left, go over this bridge. and make a left. See how this is going to work out. And you know the funny thing is, from the highway, you look at these towns and you think, oh, there's a small little town. And then you find out, whoa, it's a lot bigger than it looks. And you know what? From the highway, this Casper looks like a small town. And now that I look at it, it's quite big. It's amazing. Don't ever let that fool you. Looks can be deceiving from a distance. Look at that nice old teak. Old teak. Listen to that. I'm trying to stick two words into one. Look at that nice old antique over here on the right. Looks like it's used for drilling. I might be wrong, but maybe they used that for drilling oil back in the day. Oh man, those are the sort of things I love looking at. That is just amazing, just to see that. Yeah, so the GPS wanted me to go straight, and I was told by the customer, don't go that way, you won't be able to turn left. So, yeah, I think I'd rather listen to them. So overall, you know, these deliveries have went well. It was really nice to get 3 of them done in Montana yesterday, and then get my way. Oh, I just can't put words out today. I'm sorry, guys. And then make my way and get shut down for the night in Sheridan, which was really nice, because that was a 10-hour drive from where I went, where my last delivery was yesterday. So I think I did really, really good time. Really impressed with how that worked out. Really impressed how that worked out. I think I got a hold of my dispatch too, and she's like, yeah, we've been watching you. How? I think she was quite happy that I made that, that I did as well as I did to get there last night. Okay, I got to keep my eye out for Ash Street here. That's the one I want to turn right on. And I got a feeling it's going to be right in the center of town. Or I might even see a little bit of history here. These roads look nice and wide too. So let's look for Ash Street. I apologize for my throat clearing constantly. There's Ash right there. I have had nothing but a ridiculous amount of dust in my lungs because of this truck. I mean, an insane amount of dust. And I've been trying to clean out the filters, and then my airline and the truck broke. I'm like, whatever. And I even took the filter out, the one that filters out the air that comes into the truck apparently, and try to blow that off and everything. And when my airline broke, I'm like, now what do I do? And then I thought, okay, well, I'll just take the airline off the trailer and blow it out with that. So that's what I did. So yeah, just not happy with how hard it is for me to breathe. I've been sneezing like crazy. It's just not been very pleasant. And there is my cones right there. These guys are very well organized. Very happy with what they did here. And this is where I'm parking it, right here. I love the way these guys set it up. They were very well organized.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
All right, sorry about the glove.
Oh, don't worry about it.
getting
I
ahead
see
of
what
the
you mean. I don't know why my GPS wouldn't let me take that turn for.
Look at that, man.
It's
Bizarro.
It is, but it was easier than doing coming down this way and going, now what do I do?
So that's why I said it, because I catch guys all the time right here, and I say, go down there, turn around.
Yeah, have fun with that too.
We've had one truck wouldn't do it, so we had to walk stuff across the street.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are crazy.
I always look at the Google Earth before I come down. I seen you guys run that side, so I knew I was gonna have to come down this side, so.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. We got late to Cheyenne, or not Cheyenne, Sheridan yesterday, so that's why we were a little late today. Thank you.
Oh, we're only half a truck.
Well, we still got one more delivery after that.
We're not
So,
even a half a truck.
You're not all, it's not all of yours. Good grief, they got full-size trees in there. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. That's crazy.
They get bigger than these ones too.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, friends, all finished here in Casper. Took about 2 hours and 40 minutes to get this unloaded. I'm assuming they don't have forklifts or anything like that here because they had to hand bomb everything, and there was quite a bit to take off. So it would have been a little bit easier if the hand bombing would have been everything on the back of the trailer, but it was all in the nose. And there's only like literally one skid left for Cheyenne. Unfortunately, they're not going to be open by the time I get there. So I will have to do that delivery in the morning. So, and I did look at their situation in Cheyenne. The easiest one of the bunch. Just, yeah, it'll be the easiest one. Which is cool. I'm gonna have to take this very wide here. Hopefully nobody, yeah, I guess I can go. So I'm just gonna make my way to Cheyenne, and maybe I'll go park myself at the Loves, which is about maybe 15 minutes away, maybe less, from where I'm delivering. And yeah, I'll park it there for the night. By the time I get there, it should be 5 o'clock. I don't know if that's going to be enough parking in there. Looks like a very small Loves. Either that or I'll find some other place. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be a Loves, but I do need to get fuel. But I should be okay. Wouldn't mind getting my fuel tonight before I shut my day down, so I'll probably do that. You know, nice group of people. I can't say this enough how much I enjoy doing this. And you know what, friends? I am really considering, I'm thinking, how nice would it be to work for a company that did LTL? Because I really do miss it. I really do enjoy it. Just interacting with the customers, helping out. I don't mind helping out a little bit. I was helping them bring plants from the nose back just to speed things up a little bit. And the guy gave me 20 bucks. He says, hey, go buy yourself some lunch. Thanks for helping. I'm like, oh, wow, thanks. Didn't expect that. It was very kind of him. But just having a chance to interact with customers and talk with people and get to know people, it's nice. I really enjoy it. I really do enjoy it. But this is a short day for me. Expected this day to go a little bit longer. I thought for sure I was going to be unloading and then fighting my way through Denver traffic because I'm going to be going south from there, as I was mentioning. But you know what? It's okay. I'd rather actually go through Denver at noon than dinner time. So I think this all worked out for the better. good morning, everybody. Just making my way to my final delivery. Just keeping an eye out for the entranceway here. Maybe it's up here. No. Yeah, interesting morning today. I got some of my fuel siphoned on me again. If you ever, Big D Oil or whatever it is in Cheyenne. If you ever park there, don't. It's a good thing I didn't have a whole lot of fuel in my tank. Okay, yeah, let me see. I have no idea if I can drive all the way through here. I hope I can. I just hope I can drive around like this. I don't know where they're going to be unloading me. They only have one skid to take off. Yeah, no, I was really low on fuel. I was about a quarter tank of fuel, and somebody parked next to me again and siphoned my fuel, which is really pathetic. Oh, there she is. So, nice thing about it, because it was in the bottom of the tank, it was the low fuel, they got all the garbage on the bottom of my tank, so I feel better about that. I hope their engine works really well after that. Just, it's so pathetic how people can be like that and just steal. The way prices are right now, they're so much lower now, but yet they still have to steal from you. Anyway, again, they got all the garbage, so I'm happy with that.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you, sir?
Can you guys use any of that wood?
That thing isn't gonna work.
We can take it.
Yeah, 'cause I appreciate that. Thank you. Just squeaked by. Whoop. That's okay, doesn't it? If they fall up. All right. Well, I'm happy with this because we got all these done. Got it all done with no issues. So this is what the plan is here. I'm going to make my way to the Blue Beacon, get my washout, and then head south.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm alright, doing a truck trailer wash today.
Just a trailer washout,
Perfect.
and it's a nursery run, so she's a little dirty.
So nurseries, depending on how much is in there, normally end up being a by the minute. I'm gonna go take a look at it real quick, okay? Normally it ends up being extra. I just wanted to give you that warning beforehand, okay?
Yeah, that's fine, it's gotta get washed.
So I'll be right back, okay?
Yep. There really is not much for truck wash, trailer washouts from here down to where I'm going. There's one in Denver area. I didn't want to stop there. I am conveniently going to make my way through Denver at a really good time when there's no minimal traffic anyway. That'll be nice.
So this is going to work out well. I'll be going by the scales. I'll be empty. Even though I'm empty, you never get a bypass. I don't know, we never get bypasses. Even if I was walking over the scale, I'd still have to be pulled in. Yeah, so anywho, we are all done, and I'm happy to hear that now the next day or two I can kind of relax now and just put the pedal to the metal and make my way down to Nogales, and probably grabbing a load of watermelons. That seems to be the big thing right now, is watermelons that we're bringing out of Nogales. So that's probably what I'll be picking up, which will be fun because they can be really heavy. So when I get into Nogales, I'll just make sure I'm at a half a tank of fuel. That way, in case they overload me, I don't have to keep going back and get them to move it around. All right, see you later, guys. Blue Beacon, you did a great job. Look at that. Look at the lineup there. Boy, did I ever show up at the right time. That's great. Thank you, Lord. All right, onward we go. We're off like a herd of turtles. Good morning. I made it to New Mexico. A really nice rest area. I think it's called Walking Sands Rest Area or something. Yeah. Walking Sands Rest Area. I went by this place the last time I came through here when I was heading down the I-25. And I thought, what a cool rest area. Those little cabins, little gazebos. And this is exactly what it is. So you have little private picnic tables in your own little gazebos. There's like 10 or 12 of them here. And you have a beautiful view of the desert. Last night when I got here, the sunset was incredible. I didn't catch it, unfortunately. I was too busy unwinding for the night. But I did have a chance to walk around last night, and all of these little shelters have lights inside of them. And I was absolutely blown away. I couldn't believe how creative this rest area is. That you can literally park it and find a nice little private little shelter to spend with your family, and you don't have to worry about people looking at you. You're kind of shaded from the hot sun. It's just an incredible rest area. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. I don't think I've ever seen a rest area like this. It's very unique. And you see some rest areas where they have shelters and that, but nothing like this. This is really nice. It's all made out of wood, and it's stained beautifully. And like I said, it has nice lighting in it, and it's really nice. And it gave me an opportunity to record my pathway through Proverbs this morning, and read something from my Bible break for the video you guys are watching now. And when you're at a place that's this nice, you really don't want to leave. Fortunately, I have all day to get to Nogales today, but it's just so nice here. I am just so blessed to be here, and I just had to share this with you guys. Well, friends, we're going to wrap things up right here, because from here we head to Nogales, and I think we're picking up watermelons and bringing that back to Surrey. But basically, I really wanted you to see the trip, of all the different deliveries and everything. The plant runs are fun, aren't they? I love the challenge. I wish we did a lot more of these. I really do, but unfortunately they're seasonal. But maybe in the future we'll be doing something a whole lot different, and we'll be going to different places. We'll have to see what the Lord has for us. But anyway, guys, in the meantime, I want to thank you for viewing. Please subscribe and share. Believe it or not, when you subscribe, share, and like a video, it tells the algorithm that the video is somewhat interesting and popular, and it will actually put it on other people's feeds, help promoting the channel, the gospel, and everything. So please do your part. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for viewing, and until next time, hopefully it won't be such a long stretch in between videos. Blessings to all of you in the name of Yeshua. Bye for now.